Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they never start. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect mood, the perfect energy. They tell themselves they'll begin when life gets easier, when work slows down, when they feel confident, when they feel ready. But real life doesn't give you perfect conditions. Real life gives you noise, stress, bills, distractions, and tired days. And if you only start when you feel ready, you'll stay stuck for years. This is FrameUS, and today we're talking about something simple but powerful. Just start somewhere. Momentum will follow. Because in most cases, the problem isn't that you don't know what to do. The problem is you're trying to start in a way that feels big enough to count. You want your first step to be impressive. You want it to be clean. You want a full plan. You want to feel motivated. Because you want the perfect start, you delay the start. That delay turns into guilt. That guilt turns into stress. Stress makes you avoid starting even more. Then you end up in the same loop, thinking, planning, worrying, waiting, but never moving. And nothing changes until you move. Now let's be honest. Starting is uncomfortable. Starting means facing reality. It means admitting you're not where you want to be. It means stepping into effort again. It means risking failure, embarrassment, and frustration. Starting means you might try and realize you're not as good as you thought. Or you might try and realize you've wasted time. Or you might try and realize you need to learn more. Your mind doesn't like that feeling. Your mind would rather keep you safe and comfortable than let you face discomfort. That's why your brain will always give you reasons to delay. It will sound logical too. You're too tired. It's not the right time. You need more research. You need more money. You'll start next week. And if you keep listening to that voice, you'll stay stuck. Because that voice doesn't protect your future. It protects your comfort. But comfort is not where progress lives. Momentum is created by action, not by motivation. That's what most people misunderstand. They think they need motivation to start. But motivation usually comes after you start. When you take action, you create a small win. That win makes you feel capable. Feeling capable creates energy. Energy makes it easier to take another step. And suddenly you're moving. That's momentum. Momentum is not magic. It's the natural result of small, consistent action. But you only get momentum if you stop waiting and start somewhere. Now, the reason starting somewhere works is because it lowers pressure. It removes the need to be perfect. Reminds you that you don't need to fix your whole life today. You just need to do one thing that moves you forward. One thing, even if it's small, especially if it's small, because small steps are repeatable. Big steps feel exciting, but they're hard to repeat. And repeatable actions are what change your life. In the US, a lot of people live tired. They work full-time, commute, deal with stress, and still try to build their life on the side. So you need a plan that fits real life, not a fantasy schedule. That means your start has to be realistic. It has to be something you can do even on a hard day. If your start requires perfect energy and perfect conditions, it won't last. But if your start is small and consistent, it will build strength. So here's a simple way to start somewhere. Pick one area of your life that feels the most out of control. Money, health, career, discipline, focus, confidence. Just one. Then choose the smallest daily action that improves it. If it's money, your start could be tracking spending for 5 minutes a day, or saving $10 a day, or cutting one unnecessary expense. If it's health, your start could be a 20-minute walk, or drinking more water, or going to bed 1 hour earlier. If it's career, your start could be learning one skill for 20 minutes, or applying to one job a day, or updating your resume. If it's focus, your start could be putting your phone away for the first 20 minutes of the day. Small actions, not dramatic, but real. Then you do it daily for 7 days? That's it. 7 days, not forever. Not a life transformation, just 7 days. Because 7 days is long enough to build momentum and short enough to feel manageable. And once momentum starts, you stop needing motivation. You start relying on identity. You become the type of person who shows up. Now let's talk about what happens after you start. At first, it may feel like nothing is happening. You might walk for a week and still look the same. You might save money for a week and still feel broke. You might study for a week and still feel behind. That's normal. That's the early stage. The early stage is always quiet. But something is happening. You're building the habit. You're building self-trust. You're proving to yourself that you can follow through, and that is valuable. Because the biggest reason people stay stuck is they stop trusting themselves. They promise change and don't deliver. So they start believing they can't. But when you start small and keep going, you rebuild that trust. And self-trust is the foundation of confidence. It's the difference between someone who stays lost and someone who finds direction. Now, a lot of people don't start because they're afraid of failing, but failing at the start is part of the start. Nobody starts strong. Nobody starts perfect. Everyone starts messy. Everyone starts unsure. Everyone starts with doubts. The difference is, some people keep going long enough to improve. Others quit because they expect the beginning to feel easy. But the beginning always feels hard because it's new. It's unfamiliar. It's uncomfortable. That's not a sign you should stop. That's a sign you're growing. So don't judge your future based on your first week. Your first week is not meant to be impressive. It's meant to be consistent. And consistency is how momentum is built. Another reason people don't start is because they're waiting for confidence. They think confidence comes first. But confidence is earned. Confidence comes from proof. Proof comes from action. Action comes from starting. So you start first. Then you earn confidence. That's the order. Now, here's something important. Momentum is fragile at the beginning. That's why you need to protect it. You protect it by keeping your goals small and focused. You protect it by avoiding distractions. You protect it by not trying to do 10 things at once. You protect it by not telling everyone your plan and looking for approval. You protect it by tracking your progress privately. Momentum grows in quiet. It grows when you stop performing and start building. And once momentum is strong, it becomes easier to maintain. It becomes your new normal. You wake up and you know what you do. You don't negotiate, you just move. Now let's talk about the turning point. The turning point is the moment you realize you're not waiting anymore. The moment you realize you're redoing the work even when you don't feel like it. The moment you realize you're no longer stuck in the same routine. It's that moment changes your mindset. Because now you don't feel helpless. You feel in control. And control is peace. That's why starting somewhere matters so much. It gives you control back. It's the first step out of drift. It's the first step out of shame. It's the first step out of overthinking. And once you start moving, you begin to find direction. Direction doesn't come from planning your whole life. Direction comes from building your life one step at a time. So if you're watching this and you've been waiting for the perfect moment, let this be your sign. Not to do everything, just to do something. One small action today. One small win. Because one small win creates momentum. And momentum changes everything. Now, here's what I want you to do right now. Pick one action you can take today that makes tomorrow easier. Just one, then do it. Don't wait. Don't overthink. Don't look for motivation. Just move. And tomorrow, do it again. And in a week, you'll feel different. In a month, you'll see progress. In a year, your life can be unrecognizable. Not because you got lucky, but because you stopped waiting. If you want more calm, serious guidance for building discipline and real progress in modern life, subscribe to FrameUS. Keep it simple. Start somewhere. Momentum will follow.